It's week 5 of the National Football League. And this one features the fastest man in football, Xavier Worthy. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Chiefs and the Falcons, and it's
Welcome in, everyone,
next
to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner. This should be a good one here. In the month of October, we got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the number one goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
Back to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. 12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Falcon first down. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On first down, it's Robinson. And he'll get about 5. Now this time they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Every time a quarterback is sacked, everyone kind of looks around at the offensive line and like, oh, come on, guys, pick it up. I don't think this was on the O-line at all. I think the quarterback is holding on to the ball too long. You know what they say, Mike? Sacks, those are quarterback stats.
On 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, he's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
2nd and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. With that, I want to give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago. 2nd down and 3. On the option, here's Robinson. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Up the middle they go. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late.
Defense.
He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes back. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Here's the punter now. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Falcons offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. He's got it. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 82 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Chiefs nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. To return is Dallas Flowers. We'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Pass brought in by Samuel. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. To throw is Mahomes. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll send him over to the left. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And the running back just has nowhere to go. There is no crease. There is no seam. You got to give credit. That defensive line overwhelmed the offensive line, and that went a long way to forcing that 4th down stop.
The Falcons offense ready to get back to work. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Defense hoping to push him back and get that safety. He gets to the 2-yard line, but no gain on that one. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Another run here for Robinson. Robinson, a first down and more. And that'll get him some space. He's out of bounds up past the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. On 2nd and 10, though, try to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have 2 defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing is Mahomes. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to be 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for KC. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Blitz coming. He'll throw it to the right. That's Pitts. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Slot man in motion right. On the give, it's Robinson. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd down, 3 to go. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Falcons will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Falcons' 49-yard line.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Mahomes now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now Mahomes has his man. It's Samuel. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, You stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Chiefs first down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Now, Mahomes. He'll go left side here and complete this one. He is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is Turner. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
They run over center with Robinson. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. 3rd and long. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pickup of 8 out to the 33-yard line. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Chiefs offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
At the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is caught down that right sideline. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment.
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Flowers now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mahomes back. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 46-yard line.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Falcons go up by 7. It is now 17-10. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here comes Ford on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Here's Mahomes. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A handoff as they try to run it here. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
The Falcons offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to bring up 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. He'll complete that to his fullback. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. The throw on the run is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now
Mahomes now to throw again. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 45-yard line.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch. The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, KC. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is Turner. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
To the right, that's Pitts. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The break, the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And the Falcons are going to be set up. 1st and goal coming up. They'll mark them down at the 6-yard line. Back to the air one more time. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Flowers now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense, over 300 yards passing in the game, and has been sharp right from the start. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They bring their tight end right. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On comes the Chiefs punter, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The visitors' offense and running back Bijan Robinson headed back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Taking on defenders, plowing forward. A pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll look to throw. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Complete. He's got it to London. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, you might be running out of time.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. 3rd and a yard. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. To the outside. Catch made by London. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. They'll go. It's Robinson. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff it on 4th down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out 1st down and 10. A tight end in motion now. On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. There's that man again. Another catch.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That's complete. Left side to Worthy.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. To the air once more. It's Mahomes. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
And it'll be a pickup of 3, so 3rd down forthcoming.
That's a gain of 3.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. And here's Bijan. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards. We'll give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert. They'll run with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A gift, and here comes Robinson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll try to run for it. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. 12 yards there, and a first down.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.